Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do the quilted cake I was telling you about. So it's just a smooth cake, buttercream icing. I've let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes while I was cleaning the kitchen up. And see these lines? I've used this. This is an impression mat. It's flexible but not too flexible. It has ridges that form the designs, and you just press it upon the cake after it's crusted over to give yourself a guide. So I've already got this section done. So I'm going to rotate it to the end of that section, line up my impression mat, and gently just press it. You're not going to press hard, kind of like when you're using the paper towels. You just gently apply a little pressure all the way around, making sure all the lines, and then slowly pull off. Now, if you go to try to do this and it doesn't come off easily, or some of the icing starts to pull with it, then you know it's not crusted over enough yet. So I'm going to do this again. Okay, lined up. Press, press, press. And depending on the size of the cake, you might come to a point where it doesn't really line up perfectly at the very end. So that's going to be the back of your cake where it's not perfectly lined up. Every cake has a back, in my opinion. So keep going, kind of see where I'm at. Still got a little bit more to go. Oh, here I am, I'm meeting up. Okay. So I hope you get, I don't know if you can really tell or not. Let me see if I can bring the phone a little bit closer. The lighting is so weird in here. So it doesn't exactly match up. See these lines here, they don't match up. So I'm gonna make that the back. So once you get this on here, now when I first started doing this, I didn't know what else to do. I just kind of left it like this. So the lines were kind of faint. But now I do this. Let me show you. You're gonna grab a cake pop stick. I know this sounds bizarre. And I have some here. Just a little stick. You can get different sizes. This is a small one. It actually would probably be easier with a taller one, but this is just what I have on hand. And you're going to not follow the lines like that. You're not going to drag it across the lines. You're just going to push. It's going to give you a deeper line to really show off that quilted look. So I'm going to start where my back is. There it is. And without putting my fingers on the cake, which is somewhat difficult, I'm going to press it. You'll have to kind of press because the cake's round, and then back. And it makes that line more obvious. And then I'm going to do the bottom half of it. This is where if you had a longer one, it would probably be easier because it would extend the entire length. And do it again. Oh, I just touched it. Let me get a paper towel. This is why I love the paper towels. Okay, so I'm just going to barely touch to smooth that back out. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you. So normally what I do is I do all the same direction all the way around, then I go back into the other direction. But just so I can show you, I'm going to go back and do the other direction so you can see what that's going to look like. Okay, so I hope you can see that's way more defined now than over here where it's really light. So once you do that all the way, then I like to go back with just buttercream icing in a piping bag. I have a number 3 tip on here, so a very small round tip, and I'm going to pipe a bead in the corner of each one. And you do that all the way around, and it's called quilted. So it looks very formal. It's really good when you do it all white like this. It looks really good for a wedding cake. This one's actually going to be, I think it's a first birthday or a baby shower for a little boy. I can't remember. It's a very formal baby shower. So they're doing quilted, and I'm actually going to go back and add gold beads to theirs, like on top of these dots, because they wanted gold. And then they have a little fondant plaque that goes on the front. But anyway, so that's how you would do that, and then I would go back and finish it with a little bit larger than this, like maybe a tip 6 or 7, 8 or 9, just a larger round tip, and pipe a bead border. If it was like a wedding cake, I wasn't doing all the gold. So I just wanted to show you that. Hope that helps.